Hello world, you're watching 80s Music Twin Ranked.
And today we're doing Eurythmics.
What about my Eurythmics? Oh, Eurythmics, the band. Okay, by the way, in case anybody didn't know what Eurythmics means, it is an actual word, it wasn't made up. It's the art of harmonious bodily movement. I read somewhere it's an exercise equipment.
That she had when she was a child, yeah. I read somewhere it's like good vibes or something like that, which Euro is probably the good part. And Rhythmics would be, maybe it's good beats, I don't know, something like that.
Sure.
Doesn't matter.
By the way, I do like that this will be the, within a couple months. This is the second time we've mentioned somebody who got married to a Bananarama.
Oh, I saw that. Dave
Stewart married the one with the odd name. I don't even remember what her name was. So C.O. Bob or something.
Right.
And then, the other guy was Andrew Ridgely from Wham, married to the Karen.
Right.
So once we get to the third husband, then we'll have to do Bananarama, right? So they started out as the Tourists.
There was a name before. They had a band before that. I don't remember that name. It wasn't famous. The Tourists
I remember.
They changed it to Tourists.
The Grand Dragons?
No, it wasn't that. There's just one word.
Oh, okay. They had several incarnations because I saw the Grand Dragons.
Okay.
So there's only one song in that group, the Tourists.
And I heard it and I remembered it. It sounded familiar.
And believe it or not, it's a cover song from Dusty Springfield called I Only Want to Be With You. And if you're thinking of, hey, Hootie and the Blowfish did that, it's not the same song. But just as recognizable.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Dusty Springfield, she did it back in the early 70s. They redid it in 1979.
Yeah, they've done several songs that have been cover songs. They had one they did, I can't remember which title it was. It was by Sam and Dave.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought, I don't remember the song title, but I was thinking, Sammy Hagar, David Lee Roth, hey, Sam and Dave.
That would be cool. That would be a band I would go see. Them dueling it out.
It's funny that you had a name of band and it happened to be the two names of the singers for
Right. Yes. And Annie Lennox actually wrote a song, since we're on songs from other people. Annie Lennox actually wrote a song. Was not a hit for her. And then Whitney Houston made it a hit. And that was Step by Step from The Bodyguard.
Okay.
She helped write that. And I think that was in my top 10 for Whitney Houston. Okay, so speaking of movies, let's go to movies since I just mentioned The Bodyguard. No, The Bodyguard is not one of them. I didn't know she did songs for any movies.
Lord of the Rings I saw, she does one.
She actually won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Into the West or something.
Yeah, Into the West. It was during the end credits of the Return of the King.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I listened to it.
I don't remember
was it during the movie?
Yeah, because John Williams did he do the soundtrack for Lord of the Rings, or was it somebody else?
I thought it was somebody else.
Okay, it might have been somebody else. But, I mean, it's a famous soundtrack.
Yeah.
I would have assumed it was just strictly orchestra. I don't remember lyrical songs in it. And I don't know, was that a lyrical song, actually?
She had lyrics,
okay.
Yeah.
Alright. She also did a song in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yes.
She,
remember that one?
1984... Which we're all we were
right.
We're about to get out.
Sex Crime was that one.
Yeah, we're gonna break free from that movie next year. And then Scrooged. Her and Al Green had a duet.
Yeah.
For Bill Murray's Scrooged, which.
Yeah, and that's on Al Green's greatest hits, which makes me think it was an Al Green song, and she duetted with him.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, she had several duets. So she had the one with Sisters.
Aretha Franklin,
which was supposed to be Tina Turner.
Right. Did Tina Turner ever do anything with Aretha Franklin?
She did duets. I mean, we know she did Brian
Yeah.
Adams. So.
So interesting. So yeah, so you can't. Okay, you can't get Tina Turner. You can't replace Tina Turner with a white girl. It has to be another black. Singer, right?
That's not the way I took it. I thought I was thinking it was going to be Annie Lennox and Tina Turner. It was supposed to be Tina Turner and Aretha Franklin. Oh, okay.
No. It was Annie Lennox.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if Annie Lennox couldn't get with Tina Turner, you have to replace Tina Turner with another black singer. You can't go
right.
two white chicks calling themselves sisters.
Yeah, I got where you went with that. Okay.
Which would have been hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
Her and Cyndi Lauper. Did you know, by the way, since we're talking about women who look weird, since I just mentioned Cyndi Lauper, Annie Lennox was actually on a magazine cover with Boy George.
Okay.
I forget what the Smash Hits, I think it was
Okay.
the magazine. It was all about
Yeah.
androgynous looking people.
Yeah, I went through the albums, and her famous cover is probably this.
Sweet Dreams.
Not Sweet Dreams. No.
Oh,
The
no,
one
no,
after,
you're
the one
Touch.
after, yes.
You're right, Touch, with the black mask.
And I thought she was doing this,
Yeah.
and she's holding her hands like this. So I thought she was doing like like almost like Rosie.
I know, like fighting somebody. Okay. So yeah, that is the famous cover, because if you
Why
look,
was she wearing a Lone Ranger mask? I don't know.
but you know what, Touch did have more hits on it. Famous hits, anyway. Sweet Dreams only had really Sweet Dreams as a
Yeah,
hit.
well, the three before it were released before Sweet Dreams, and they
In
didn't-
the Garden.
Yeah,
was the
and-
album
and-
did nothing.
But they did, like Love is a Stranger, I think that was one. So they had three hits, three that didn't go anywhere. Then they did Sweet Dreams,
and then they brought.
they re-released.
Groups do that.
Yeah, so, and they
that
went
hit
higher.
sucked, but now we got a good hit. Let's put it out again,
Yeah.
and it did better.
Now, this one probably came before Corey Hart's song, right?
Sunglasses at Night.
Yeah, Sunglasses.
that was
Now-
1985. So yes,
Okay,
for
yeah,
sure.
okay, so we say when you hear them, they sound similar because they have the same instrument.
Right.
But actually, that's a
No.
Corey Hart's is a straight goes up.
Right. Hey,
Do, 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 do. No, here's it down.
I don't
Do,
know.
do, 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 do. No, I can't think of it now.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't think of it earlier.
Can't think of it when it's a cappella.
Oh no, it starts with the low. It goes do 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 do
Right.
do 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 do. Okay, that's his.
So yeah, it's you would recognize that
Yeah.
one or the other. Yes, I understand.
Sweet Dreams doesn't do that.
And which album would you buy?
None. I wouldn't know.
You know, it's
Oh gosh,
I'll tell you this.
good question.
Base-
I don't know.
Based on our selection of top 10, Be Yourself Tonight would be what we get.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if you're surprised to hear this. She was not gay.
Right. She was married 3 times.
Married 3 times, all the men. Yeah. So why she
her,
wanted to look like she did.
Her and Dave Stewart were in a
thing.
relationship,
Yes.
but were never married. But she's been married 3 times.
So when they were the tourists, Dave Stewart and Annie Lennox were the two that moved to make Eurythmics.
Right,
together.
because they wanted more creative control of the songs. Right.
Yeah. Now, we just listed the movies Annie Lennox is connected to. The videos themselves, she's got some famous people in them, maybe. There's Stephen Bauer, you know who he is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Okay. People today
Thief of Hearts.
Thief of Hearts is what we would remember.
And he was
but
in Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is what people today might remember him. Yeah, he was in Would I Lie to You? He was the motorcycle guy, the boyfriend. And then in Walking on Broken Glass, which is a stupid, it's almost like she was trying to put Amadeus to a music video, because that's how they all looked,
Yeah.
like people from Amadeus. John Malkovich was in there, and then Hugh Laurie, who played House,
Right.
was in there.
Which is funny.
Early.
Okay, I watched House. And House's thing was he would say, everybody lies. Which is funny because if Annie Lennox said to House, would I lie to you? He would say, yeah, you would.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, Any more specifics, I will tell them during our top 10 pick. But that's all I have for the Eurythmics. Let's get to the top 10. All right, like I was saying before we had to look at birds. I was surprised that this, again, just like U2 Culture Club, it's a band, as I was researching and watching the videos, like, they actually have more stuff I like than I thought I would.
Okay.
So, and she's...
Now, some of the videos, I'm like, oh, I can't watch this.
I know.
I'll just listen to it.
There's a couple like that, yeah. Okay, but anyways, all that to say, here's our top 10 for them. Honorable mentions first. I have 2, you have 1. Your 1 is There Must Be an Angel, and I think there's something in parentheses, but I don't know what the rest of it is. There Must Be an Angel.
Which, you tell me that title. I recognize it when she sang it, but if you tell me the title, I always think of the other song. Must be an angel right now. Yeah, that's not this song.
Who sings
I
that?
don't know. Pet Shop Boys?
Yeah, maybe. I thought maybe the cover song again. No? Okay, my 2, on a similar theme, Missionary Man. Actually, I don't even know why Missionary Man is mentioned in that song, because it's talking about, you know, other than maybe you're living a lie, but you can't lie to the missionary man. Yes, you can. And then and that one's kind of weird to watch because the video is in stop motion. Now, they're not made of clay. What I mean by stop motion is they pull out every 2 second and third frame, so it looks like she's like...
Right.
Yeah, kind of weird.
She got some creative videos and
Yes.
some odd ones too.
Yes.
There's the one where everybody that's in it looks like her. They might all be her.
Little Bird.
Is it Little Bird? Okay.
You know what it did? It took all her characters from previous
Oh,
videos
okay.
and put them in that one.
Yeah.
So, which is a neat thing to do. I think Alanis Morissette did that with one video.
I wasn't sure they were all her. I thought maybe it was just people that were dressing up like her and they all pulled together. Because she could have done that. Could have just got.
They literally did. I watched all the videos, and once I got to Little Bird, I'm like, those are all characters I just watched in all her other videos. Okay, and then the second one was You Have Placed a Chill in My Heart. Which, good song, depressing. And when you watch the video, she looks like a depressed person. Placed a chill in my heart. It's like, here's a chill. Stick it right there.
That's what the Grinch has.
That's right. Okay, number 10. Coming from Watawa. I mean...
that's not the weirdest name I read. What I read was, I think it was where Dave and Annie met. I could be wrong. But they were in Australia. Wagga Wagga.
Yeah, Wagga Wagga.
That's a city?
Yes.
It's called Wagga Wagga.
I did see that. I thought about mentioning it. But no, this is what's not actually Watawa. My abbreviation for the album, We Too Are One. Now, it could have said We Too Are One, but it actually does say T-O-O. We Too. We also are one. I think it was their last ranked hit, last charted hit, as the Eurythmics before she split. Okay,
Well, they came back for another album.
they did, but nothing
1999,
ranked. Nothing
called
ranked.
Peace, yeah.
Yes. Okay, anyways, I have this song at 15. You have it at 8. I tried to listen to it on the way here just to remind myself of what it sounded like. Now, she's doing like a concert. You know what I would want to be? The guy who goes with the blocks. That'd be easy. Okay, anyways, the song is Don't Ask Me Why, and it's not a cover of Billy Joel's song. Nothing?
Well, okay, so it's funny. One of them is her solo hit. The other one's Eurythmics, I think, right? Annie Lennox has Why.
Oh, yes, yes.
And there's like, don't ask me why. Why? And then you go to hers, there's why. Like,
she had to put that.
so
she
is
sings
is
why.
she answering herself?
Right.
Don't ask me why. What?
your answer to "Don't ask me why" is why.
Why?
Actually, it'd be why not.
Right.
Why not? But anyways, yeah. She sings the solo song "Why," and they're like, "You said don't ask me." Okay. Anyways, that's number 10 for us. Alright. Number 9, coming from Be Yourself Tonight. And this was, I had this 11, but when I re-listened to it, I'm like, I actually like it. I should have put it in my top 10. It was your number 10. It's alright, baby, coming back. Pretty cool song. Anyways, so I had this outside my top 10, but I like it. It's our number 9. And, we have 3 songs from this album in our top 10.
Yeah.
That's why I think this would be the album.
Are they high though?
Well,
Not necessarily.
Our top song comes from the album.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So, anyways. So this was in 1986. If you notice, she put 2 albums. When Sweet Dreams were made of this, the next album came out the exact same year. So she must put one out early in the year and then that one later in the year. Okay. Number 8, coming from her solo career. You put this at 12, I put it at 6. Coming from Diva, it's Little Bird. And again, we just mentioned the video where she actually looks the worst out of all the people in there because of that black haircut she has.
It's not like Bob Marley's Little Bird.
Right.
Or 3 Little Birds, where he never says 3 little birds. Because I think that song he says everything will be all right.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever says 3 little birds. I could be wrong.
You know
I have to look at the lyrics.
You know what's interesting about this song? I listened to it several times. I'm like, man, you know what the beginning sounds like? In Excess, Disappear.
Oh, okay.
When she's like, doom, 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 doom. Anyway. That's my thoughts. All right. Number 7, also coming from Diva. Not her first solo song, but it's the first song I remember once she left.
Yeah, Diva was her first album for solo, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't her first solo song. You have this at 5. I have it at 8. Was it? Yes, it was. Yes. Okay, so this would be "Walking on Broken Glass," which I put it at high, and again, I would have put "Baby's Coming Back" above this, except I recognize this song more.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I worked out with a friend. This song constantly came up, and he would brag on the fact that I didn't like it. Hey, it's your favorite song.
I worked at and this was on the radio. I worked with a gay guy that he would play Annie Lennox all the time. So I would hear all her stuff when he was working with me.
Anyways, Don't Walk on Broken Glass. I think you do this.
Yes. And I was like, see, would I rather listen to this song or walk on broken glass?
Okay, so now in the movie,
there are some songs of hers I would rather walk on broken glass.
Yes, it reminds me of the movie
Die Hard.
Yes,
Die Hard.
Yeah,
shoot the glass.
And then he has to pick out the glass out of his.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Right, but okay, so it reminds me of Octopussy because you got that scene where all the sword guy.
Okay.
And the one part where the guy walks on the hot coals.
Okay.
Would you rather walk on hot coals
or broken glass?
Okay. I think I would do the hot coals.
There was a scene with broken glass because when they were getting attacked in the bedroom.
Yeah.
The one guy gets his face smashed into the aquarium. So I mean, then he's the octopus on his face, but there is broken glass now.
But he had shoes on, so it's not as bad.
Not like he's barefoot. I guess.
Yeah, you have to be barefoot for it to matter. It's like waking up and stepping on a Lego.
The one guy, Bond, what is it, James Bond, Bond throws the guy in the bed of nails. Probably kills him, but then the guy who is bed of nails gets mad at him.
Well, because he had previously got up after laying on it. Stupid. Okay. Again, who's the first person that thought, I should try that? It came from somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Number 6. Coming from The Tourists. Their album was Reality Effect. And it's I only wanna be with you. In case you didn't know how it sounded, because I know you're thinking of Hootie.
Yeah.
All right, I have this at 4. You have it at 7. And again, even back then, she still had her short hair. So
When you're dating somebody, do you really need to tell them that?
what?
You know what, honey? I want to date other people too. It should be something you need to say.
Yes. I love you.
I want to be with multiple people.
All right, number 5, coming from Scrooge. It's Put a Little Love in Your Heart. Whereas I had in my top 10, put a chill in your heart.
Yeah.
This is a little love in your heart. You have this as your second favorite. I have this down at 9. But again, it's an Al Green song. It's not really Annie Lennox. Do you remember it in the movie?
No. I don't. I've never seen the movie.
Really? Scrooge?
Yep, I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
Is it
It's
good?
interesting. I thought it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah. There's the scene where King Kong reaches his paw and pulls the person
Okay.
out of wood.
Yeah.
I think that's in Scrooge.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's King Kong. I think it's something else. They were making fun of that scene. Okay, next. Coming from Be Yourself Tonight. Thought this was actually on Aretha's album. It's not. It's Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves. Of course, then when you think Tina Turner was supposed to have it, maybe that's why it's not on Aretha's. It was last second throw in there. Your number 3, my number 5. And you can definitely tell this is a feminist song.
Yeah, it doesn't care.
Girl power.
It doesn't matter because there are several songs that they do where it's just the beat is like, yeah, you don't have to hear the lyrics. It just sounds cool.
Right, yeah. And once you hear the lyrics, you're like, turn that off. Number 3, coming from Touch. And again, I think it looks like this is the only song from Touch that's on our list. My number 2, your number 6, Here Comes the Rain Again. And I just like it because it sounds like it's not a band behind her, but an orchestra. Which technically it's a band. But
Yeah, I like all those cool.
in the video, the scenery when they're going around the mountain, that's kind of pretty cool too.
Yeah.
But
But that's why they split off from the other band because they wanted to get these creative musical things.
And he likes orchestra because if you watch Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, he's in that boat playing a big cello.
Yeah, I worked with a guy. I'm thinking it might have been part of the song called Michael Kamen.
Oh, okay.
Who he was part of the writing the music for Everything I Do for You, and All for One with Bryan Adams.
Gotcha.
So
that wasn't really an orchestra behind him.
it might have been. It might have been because the guy had to do with orchestral music. So
okay, you're right. Actually, the song "Everything I Do for You," you can actually hear that in Robin Hood during some of the scenes. You can hear "Everything I Do for You" within the soundtrack. It's kind of cool. All right, so that was number 3. Number 2. Yes, it's the song that went to number 1. Sweet Dreams Are
you
Made
thought it was gonna be
of
number 1,
This.
didn't you? It's not.
It, however, is my number 1.
Okay.
Your number 4, which is why I dropped it to the only song from that album. And it's funny because when you hear her say it, it's called Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. I swear she said these.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they get that saying from the Maltese.
Well, she's Scottish. Maybe it's an accent. Maybe it's an accent of hers.
True.
And she says this, it comes out these.
But it is, I can't remember. Have you ever seen the Maltese Falcon?
Yeah.
Long
time ago.
What does he say? Dreams are made of this.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
No.
It's a famous saying about it. I can't recall it. That's what dreams are made of, or something like that.
That could be something like that.
Okay. Anyways, so no, it's that, and it maybe it would have been again my number 1, but it is one of those all the way through. It does sound redundant.
Yeah.
Does she sing? The lyrics don't change much throughout the whole song. Neat video.
I might have disagreed. Or who am I? Is it who am I? Who am I to disagree? Not how am I.
Who am I? It makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, the video it is cool. Obviously, she became famous having a short orange haircut. But and she, when they do the bass drum, she's like pounding on the conference table.
Right.
And then there's a later scene where the conference table is out in the pasture with the cows. And the keyboard music, do. He's doing the typewriter like he's playing the keyboards. Just kind of neat stuff. So Dave Stewart does look like he's a guy in control. Even when he was young, he's like, I'm in charge here.
Yeah. And famously, outside of Eurythmics, everybody would know him as the smoking caterpillar in
True. Tom Petty's
Don't Come Around Here No More.
You're right. I forgot about that. You just mentioned it the last second. By the way, Dave Stewart also went his own way.
But mostly he was a sound engineer.
Yes, but there was one ranked song he had in his solo career.
Lily was here.
And it
was instrumental
with some other girl, and I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
The only charted song.
What was she playing? Saxophone or?
Yes.
She was playing an instrument. I know
yes.
that.
Yeah, I think it was saxophone.
Okay.
All right. And that would mean our number one song also comes from "Be Yourself Tonight," which
I don't know if I can believe you about this.
Would I lie to you? Yes. All right, your number one, my number three. But again, it has all the tellings of why 80s music is good. For one, the beat. Second, they throw all these other instruments, the horn section behind them.
Playing. Oh yeah, the horn section. Yes.
Yeah, and you got the video where they're dressed like motorcycle gang.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a cool song, and she put Stephen Bauer in his place. If the boyfriend was mean, right?
Right.
You're going to attend the concert and then go up on stage and interrupt it? Really? Stupid. You're a dumb person. It's you against 100 people.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the song about she's going to leave him, is that basically what it's saying? I don't know. I should have looked at the lyrics again.
I'm asking you, honey.
Yeah. She was,
would I say something untrue?
But she talks about walking out the door.
Right.
Lyrics, so.
Yes. Well, she didn't lie to him. She said, "Maybe I won't be back tonight."
I like how in the verses, she'll state something, and the guitar answers. She'll say something.
That's a pretty good rhythm. Right.
It's just cool.
Yeah. And before I researched, I don't know that I would have ever considered Eurythmics a duo. Like Hall Notes.
Right, because Annie Lennox was yeah.
I mean, I know
Hall Notes would be actually pretty similar.
I know, but except Dave Stewart, does he ever sing? Hall Notes is an exception because they both sang.
Yeah, but it was more. Daryl Hall would sing and Jonas would play music.
It's sort of like calling Wang Chung a duet.
Okay.
You know about the two guys, but come on. They weren't the only two instruments. And the other guy didn't sing, right? So, all right. Were they more like Wham? Or Wang Chung?
Yeah, George Michael and Andrew. Yeah.
Well, actually, I was thinking about that. Andrew Ridgely.
Yeah.
And George Michael. And then, again, the solo career went to one way.
Yeah.
So, same here. If you would have, take three people, who would you have thought would have had the better solo career?
So this is like the Go-Go's also then.
I was just saying.
There isn't a lot of bands we could just say.
You knew Belinda Carlisle was a standout. Susanna Hoffs was a standout. Annie Lennox was a standout. Who had the best career solo-wise?
So
it wasn't Susanna Hoffs.
So Genesis is an anomaly. So they had Mike Rutherford and Peter Gabriel. So.
But Belinda Carlisle probably had the best of the solo career of the three women, right?
Right.
Susanna Hoffs somehow didn't
succeed
outside. But I'm surprised how
Annie
good
Lennox is up there.
she did. Pretty good, despite looking like she would not be better off by herself, and somehow she still had a good career by herself.
Yeah, she like I said, Lady Gaga. She had a big fan base. That's
Sure.
like
Yeah. Okay. So there is our top 10 for the Eurythmics. All right. Who we doing next week?
it should be two people, just like this group, but
That's right.
somehow we got twins and or triplets. I don't know how that works out, but okay.
Not even, and they're not the same race or gender. So, yeah, I think you all know who we're talking about. So figure that out. Well, that's who our next band is.
All right.
See you next week. Bye.
All right.